After working for a corporation's legal department in downtown Seattle for 10 years, I wanted to find work closer to home, and I saw that GLP's office in Burlington was hiring for a legal assistant position. I applied for the position, got hired, and I have now been with the firm for a little over 12 years. Over the course of 12 years, I have held many positions from legal assistant to senior paralegal and most recently, law clerk.
I began my paralegal career in 2005 after graduating from Highline Community College Paralegal Plus program. I'd spent 8 years previously working in retail and wanted more professional career with opportunities for growth. My first paralegal job was working for a single attorney for a couple of years. He only handled long-term disability appeals, and after a couple of years of doing that, I wanted to expand my opportunities to work in a law firm that had more diverse areas of law practice. In November 2007, I answered an ad on Craigslist and was interviewed by John Weber and Sydney Webster, who hired me to work on a specific case that involved a lot of discovery and depositions. After we successfully resolved that case, I moved on to handling a variety of different cases within the firm, working primarily with Sydney and John on their various cases. I quickly discovered that there was going to be a lot of opportunity to work on a variety of different cases while working at GLP. This allowed me to stay intrigued and curious about different areas of law practice. Over the years, my role in cases has evolved from having a large caseload to now working more on specific cases that involve severe injuries, complex issues, litigation, discovery, and multiple depositions. It seems like every 6 months, I am learning about a new piece of equipment, machinery, or area of law, and I never get bored with the work I do.
GLP is very supportive of employees' career goals. For instance, when GLP found out I wanted to be an attorney, without hesitation, they offered me a Rule 6 mentorship to avoid the expense of law school. They support a healthy work-life balance by allowing employees to work from home when necessary, and I very much appreciate the open door policy this firm offers.
To me, it's the respect that is given to all employees at every level. In all my time here, I've never experienced an us versus them mentality between staff and management. Collaboration is one of the core values of our firm and what sets us apart from other large personal injury law firms. This is something that I learned was not just a saying very early on. After being hired, I immediately knew this was going to be the right place for me. In 2007, we were a much smaller firm. On every Wednesday, we would hold case review meetings. At these meetings, all staff were invited to attend, from senior partners down to legal assistants. Everyone was invited to provide input on a variety of cases, and all opinions and comments were appreciated. This was an amazing introduction to the collaboration that has been the DNA of GLP my entire time working here. We continue to hold these weekly case review meetings to the present day. Another reason I've stayed with GLP for so many years is the firm's genuine commitment to recognizing everyone who contributed to the success of a case. I have friends at other firms, and some of the stories they share sound like something out of a TV drama, where people are more focused on personal credit than collaboration. Things like coming up with a key idea or identifying a critical issue, only to have an attorney take all the credit. That kind of environment simply doesn't exist at GLP. Here, there are no big egos, just a shared commitment to doing great work together. There's a real openness and appreciation for the value that every team member brings no matter their role. That culture of mutual respect and recognition is one of GLP's greatest strengths, and is something I believe truly sets us apart. All staff are motivated to continue their learning and improve their careers. It's been wonderful to watch newly hired associate attorneys work their way up through the ranks to become partners. The same can be said with the legal staff, paralegals, and legal assistants. Over my years, I've watched GLP management help cultivate careers of paralegals who then move on into law school, as well as legal assistants to then advance on up into the role of paralegals. Opportunity for growth not only benefits the employees, but also benefits the company, as it only adds to the overall knowledge and expertise of all staff. I've always been treated well as an employee of GLP. I have watched over the years how the management has grown and changed with the times. Simple things like moving on from high dress code requirements for office staff to a more casual atmosphere may seem like a simple thing, but really makes a difference in staff overall morale, in my opinion. Every day I come to the office, I have the privilege of working alongside people who are deeply committed to their craft and to achieving the best possible outcomes for our clients. The cases I typically handle often involve complex issues of liability and negligence, requiring not only legal skill, but also creative problem solving. That creativity is something I see reflected in our work daily. What sets our team apart is the open door culture that encourages collaboration and the sharing of institutional knowledge across all levels. The compassion and dedication shown to each individual client continues to impress me year after year. It's truly a privilege to work with some of the most talented and respected attorneys in Washington State.
I treat each client as if they were my only client. Establishing good rapport with my clients is very important to me because they need to know that I have their back and I am here to help and support them in their time of need. Sometimes they just need a shoulder to cry on, other times they need encouragement, and sometimes they need hope.
Compassion. Our attorneys and legal staff are deeply committed to each client, treating every individual not as a case number, but as a person deserving of our highest level of care and attention. In this industry, especially as firms grow, it can be easy to lose that personal touch. But one thing I've consistently seen as we've expanded into one of the largest personal injury firms in Washington State is that we never have lost sight of the human side of our work. Many of our clients are enduring some of the most devastating injuries and life-altering circumstances imaginable. Compassion, and more importantly, empathy, remains at the heart of everything we do. In every case I've worked on, I've seen firsthand how we prioritize understanding and honoring what our clients are going through.
Commitment. Once a person becomes a client of GLP, we are committed to doing everything possible to ensure that our clients have the best possible outcome in their cases. No matter how challenging their case might be, we will brainstorm as a firm to come up with a workable solution. When I first started, shareholder Heather Webb oversaw the Burlington office and the Wenatchee office. She used to travel to Wenatchee 1 to 2 times per month, and over the course of 5 years, Wenatchee became a fully staffed office, of which I am proud to be a part of. I appreciate very much the opportunities that this firm allows for me to engage in my local community. The firm enthusiastically supports me in giving back to the community when I volunteer for organizations such as the Chelan Douglas County Volunteer Attorney Services, which often happens during working hours.
Back in 2007, we were still a relatively small firm with just 2 offices, one in Seattle and one in Tacoma. Over the past 17 years that I've been here, it's been incredible to witness the steady growth and expansion of both our firm and our brand. We've opened offices across the state and evolved into one of the largest firms in Washington. Yet, despite all that growth, we've remained true to our core values.